Welcome back to the portfolio update for August. First, let's take a look at the projected dividend for August 2025. This amounts to a gross total of €216.85. Let's read out the largest amounts. €4.71 from Helmrich & Payne, Arbor Realty Trust with €18, Petróleo Brasileiro with €4.70, Dorian LPG with €46.88, Kumba Iron Ore with €14.59, then Petrobras with €9.62, then Cardinal Energy, my monthly payer, with €4.56, Riley with €5.21, and British American Tobacco with €13.07. €216.85 is the gross amount. Net, that would be around €150. And as we can see, there were a total of 62 payouts in August. And in total, I received a net dividend of €153.64 for August 2025. I'll just quickly go through it again. Don't be surprised if some positions appear twice. That's simply because I am invested once with Scalable Capital and once with Trade Republic. Exactly, those were basically all my dividend payers for August 2025. Now let's just take another look at what may have changed, and specifically let's take a look at purchases and sales again. I'll just leave out the completely transparent dividend for now so we have a broader overview so you can see everything that's happened in my portfolio. In August, I sold an ETF specifically because I had simply bet on falling prices. I sold the S&P and then I sold Cinnobio Pharma to simply lock in a good return. With Wisdom Tree, I actually accepted a realized loss. So let's just take a completely transparent look at that. So I sold Cinnobio Pharma as well. Overall, I only invested a small amount. That means, as you can see here, I bought it for €10.68, so really not a huge sum. And I have already received a dividend, a total of 32 cents. I had an internal rate of return of over 80%, and time weighted, it was 150%. In total, I realized €13.36, so 125%. Why did I part with this position? For one thing, of course, it's definitely a good growth stock. In my opinion, though, the dividend is too low, and I didn't have a large position in it anyway. It was a bit of a speculative play, and so that capital remained tied up. Then I sold and used it for another dividend stock, simply one that makes more sense to me. Then regarding the ETF, where I also bet on falling prices, overall I ended up with 20%, or rather sold at a 60% loss. I entered at €26.50, so only with a small amount, and sold at €20.70, which means I basically accepted a realized loss of minus €7.86. What were my purchases in August? I bought Scandinavian Tobacco for a total of €109, 9 shares. Scandinavian Tobacco is also just very good simply because it's crisis proof among other things, just like British American Tobacco. And at the time of entry, I just thought it was an attractive price. As I said, currently even a 9% dividend yield, and over both 3 and 5 years, there have been increases each time. And that's why I thought I'll just buy a few shares. Then I bought a total of 14 shares of Himalaya Shipping, altogether for €90.58. As of right now, I'm actually up by about 12% in unrealized gains. I've already received a dividend as well, but it was just a small one of 35 cents. Then I bought Campbell's Soup for a total of €170.16. Campbell's Soup, together with its subsidiaries, produces and markets food and beverages in the United States and internationally. The company operates in the meals and beverages and snacks segments. That means the company is simply responsible for food products, which also means it's crisis proof. And in my opinion, it was just currently attractively valued, or is attractively valued, or at least not too expensive. And it currently pays a dividend yield of 4.92%, again with steady growth. And for a crisis proof and stable asset, I thought to myself, that's also a good reason to increase my position. Then I also once again accumulated my ultra short bond with €79.99. Let's just take a look, shall we? Let's briefly check the value here as well to see what it amounts to now. A total of €678.57. I simply use it to protect myself in case something really crashes somewhere, or if I see a very good buying opportunity so that I can sell it. Simple as that. And so I can also make cheap purchases outside of my savings plan from time to time. Then I made another purchase. Haidilao International is an investment holding company that operates in the areas of restaurant chains and delivery services. They run restaurants under the Haidilao brand, which specializes in hot pot cuisine. The company is also involved in the sale of spice products and food ingredients, as well as logistics and wholesale. So here too, it's a somewhat safer, let's say more stable stock, because food is basically always needed, you could say. For that reason, it's certainly safe. You just have to be aware that, as a matter of fact, the company is based in China. Currently, there is a dividend yield of 6.92%. Over 3 years, we've seen growth of 290%. That's simply due to the growth figures in emerging markets, especially China. And also because, in my opinion, the stocks are still relatively undervalued at the moment, at least some of them. I simply saw an entry opportunity here. Here, my dividend was simply reinvested directly by the broker. Before we take a look at the dividend forecast for September, just a very quick note on my own behalf. InvestingPro is currently offering a flash sale with 50% off. With the affiliate link, you get an additional 15% off on top of the 50% discount. Especially for anyone who wants to dive deep into fundamental analysis and valuation, this is a great opportunity. For September 2025, we will receive €632.70 in dividends. Let's also take a quick look at my top payers in this quick overview. Here we have €8.09. From American Tanker, €8.09, €6.58 from Fortescue, then Rio Tinto with €6.46, and again Rio Tinto with €7.76. Why twice? Simply because I bought it once in Great Britain and once in the UK. Then BHP with €9.34, Woodside Energy Group with €7.36, International Seaways with €13.12, Frontline Limited with €9.50, Tungala Resources with €35.77, €9.78 at Petrobras BP. With €13.08, Flex LNG with €53, Wallenius Wilhelmsen with €51, BWLPG with €22, Petrotal with €13.59, Hogue Autolines with €26.28, Global Ship Lease Vale with €28.34, Torm with €37, and here again Orlen with €42.23, which will pay out a record dividend overall in 2025. That's it for the portfolio update for August. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave me a like and let me know in the comments what you bought more of in August and how much dividend you have already received or are expecting to receive. I always look forward to any kind of exchange. And of course, if you're not a subscriber yet, I would definitely appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. Otherwise, I wish you all successful investing and I look forward to the next video with you. Until then,